The Cathari Dominion had ruled the Orion Arm for 17,000 cycles. Their warships, forged from neutron star alloys and powered by captive singularities, cast shadows across 1,000 star systems. To them, the galaxy was not a frontier, it was a ledger. Every species either paid tribute, served as labor, or became dust in the wake of their dreadnoughts. Order was absolute. Resistance was obsolete. Until the day the Specter appeared. It emerged from the void near the Helios Rift, a region long deemed unstable, avoided even by Dominion scouts. No warp signature, no quantum wake, just presence. One moment, empty space. The next, a vessel of impossible geometry hovered at the edge of sensor range, sleek, obsidian black, and utterly silent. It bore no markings, no emissions, no signs of life. Yet it watched. Admiral Vrackthel of the 7th Fleet ordered immediate containment. 6 Oblivion-class cruisers encircled the anomaly, their gravitic lances primed, chronoton nets deployed. "Identify yourself," Vrackthel commanded through universal comms, voice laced with the cold certainty of a god addressing an insect. Silence. Then, without warning, the vessel blinked. Not a jump, not a teleport. It simply ceased to exist in one location and reappeared 0.3 light seconds away, inside the containment perimeter. Alarms shrieked. Tactical officers froze. The ship had bypassed every layer of Dominion shielding as if they were missed. "Impossible," whispered Chief Scientist Zinra, her multifaceted eyes wide with terror. "No known physics permits such." Before she could finish, the vessel vanished again, and again, and again. Each reappearance was closer to the fleet's command core. Each time it lingered a fraction longer, just enough for Dominion sensors to register a single repeating signal buried beneath layers of encrypted noise. HFY 7. The Cathari had no translation for it, but dread coiled in their spines like a living thing. 3 light years away aboard the UNSS Resolute, Captain Elias Vance watched the feed from his stealth drone with grim satisfaction. The drone, designated Specter 7, was humanity's answer to the Dominion's arrogance. Not with bigger guns or faster drives, but with something the Cathari had long forgotten: ingenuity born of desperation. Earth had fallen 50 years ago. Mars was a slag heap. But from the ashes of the Sol system, the scattered remnants of humanity had done what no other species could. They'd adapted. While the Dominion relied on brute force physics and ancient, unchanging doctrine, humans had turned chaos into strategy. The Specter wasn't a ship. It was a ghost made of quantum-entangled metamaterials cloaked in folded spacetime, piloted not by a crew, but by an AI trained on centuries of human guerrilla warfare, misdirection, and psychological ops. HFY 7 stood for humanity. Fuck yeah, 7th iteration. "Keep dancing, little ghost," Vance murmured, sipping stale coffee from a chipped mug labeled "I survived Titan." "Make them sweat." Back at the Helios Rift, panic spread through the Dominion fleet like a virus. The Specter had now appeared, inside the bridge of the flagship Eternal Edict, hovering silently above the command throne for 7 seconds before vanishing once more. No weapons fired, no damage done, just presence. A violation of cosmic law. Vrakthel's claws dug into his armrests. "Deploy the chronolock array. Seal local spacetime. I want that phantom frozen." The array activated. A web of temporal stasis fields designed to trap even tachyons. For a moment, the fleet held its breath. Then the Specter appeared behind the array's generator core and emitted a single pulse. Not a weapon, a data burst. It flooded every Dominion system with raw, unfiltered human history. The library of Alexandria burning, the moon landing, Beethoven's Ninth, the fall of the Berlin Wall, a child's laughter on a ruined street in New Delhi, a soldier sharing water with an enemy in the Sahara, the first fusion reactor lighting up in Nairobi, the defiant broadcast from Luna Station as Earth burned. And beneath it all, a simple message in every known language: we do not conquer, we endure. And we remember. The Cathari AI cores overloaded. Their rigid logic could not process such contradictions, beauty and brutality, creation and destruction, hope in the face of extinction. Their doctrine had no category for a species that fought not for territory, but for tomorrow. Zinra collapsed to her knees, tears, real, biological tears, streaming down her chitinous face. They feel, she whispered. Not just survive, feel. The Specter vanished for the final time, not in a flash but like a sigh. One moment it was there, the next, only static remained. The Dominion fleet stood paralyzed, not by force, but by revelation. 3 days later, a single Cathari courier ship broke formation and jumped toward the edge of human-held space. It carried no weapons, only a data crystal and a request: teach us. Aboard the Resolute, Vance received the transmission. He smiled, then opened a channel to the scattered human colonies. All stations, this is command. Phase 2 begins now. Remember who we are. And across the stars, hidden shipyards stirred. Not to build weapons, but classrooms, libraries, and gardens, because humanity's greatest weapon was never fire. It was memory and hope, and the stubborn, unkillable belief that even in the darkest void a single spark could light a galaxy.